this young woman who I guess this was down in Montenegro was doing this parasailing activity.
Mm-hmm.
And she got panicky up there and unbuckled herself and jumped off the parasail and died.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I mean,
mm-hmm.
Talk about zero gravity. I mean, expecting what, right?
Yeah, I do know there's people who panic, when the lifeguard is trying to pull them out of the water and try to drown both of them,
Yes, yes.
It's a weird thing for me because I have the opposite of that, which is
you have no pulse.
No pulse panic.
Yeah.
And, people go, how do you know? And I go, I know because I've been in race cars that have been all completely out of control, and I don't have a reaction.
I've actually seen videos of you just like, I've seen what you do. Nothing.
Well, yeah, I've determined that nothing is usually the best in those situations. But
Jay Leno does the same thing. When he was in that Hemi underglass and flipped it.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. And then and then the extreme opposite is the complete lack of thought. Like, if I were parasailing, and what'd she do? Unbuckle and fell into the ocean?
Yeah.
At 300 feet or something?
Exactly, something like that.
See, if I were panicking in a parasail, my reaction would be something more pragmatic, like signaling whoever was in the boat to, throttle down or whatever. I wouldn't panic, but if I did panic, it'd be like a pragmatic panic, which maybe not be a panic at all.
I had panic disorder when I was younger, and so I get what that is and how out of control people get. But that's a special level, though, where I can understand somebody just bearing down and closing their eyes, and come what may, but killing yourself, quite literally, it's like somebody going to the aircraft door and opening it at 30,000 feet. That's an insanity.
Yeah, I don't know that obviously they don't think they're killing themselves.
Right.
They have something that's like so overwhelming that they can't, all they want, it's like the people who jumped out of the building during 9/11. All they wanted is something different than what was.
Right.
They weren't killing themselves. They were going to catch on fire, so they wanted something different.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And this is that, except for minus the fire.
Right, and the burning up.
Yeah, people do the math, but yeah.
Well, but it's a point is it's in your brain burning up. Like,
yes,
I'm afraid of burning up, even though there's no fire, which is kind of an interesting analogy for so much of the panicking that's going on these days.
Kind of makes you wonder. I'm just sort of picturing it, but I've told people quite often, and now I'm guilty of not doing it myself, of, when your kid turns 16, when your kid turns 18 and a half and gets his driver's license, because 16-year-olds don't seem to want their driver's license anymore. But when your kid turns 19 and you force them to get a driver's license, you should really take them to a defensive driving course or performance driving course. And, they'll have you get out on the skid pad and they'll wet it down and you'll go around until the thing starts sliding and gets out of control and you'll correct it. You know what I mean? And just a little, little spirited driving. Just really know what a car feels like and that kind of stuff. And I kind of wonder if there should be a thing where all adults, I shouldn't say all adults, but let's say before you graduate high school, you have to participate in one of those sort of Navy aviator courses where they put you in a thing. It's like a slide hack and it goes down into a body of water and then you have to undo the harness and swim out of it and whatever it, stuff you did, special forces kind of stuff, that kind of stuff.
That's right.
Everyone should just do that when you're 17, just to get the feeling of what it's like to be sort of trapped in this area, harnessed up, buckled up, boom, into the water. You undo your harness and you swim up to safety. That would do a lot of good for a lot of people. I think it would have saved the parasailer woman for sure.
And it's in addition to being able to manage panic and manage your emotions, it's about mastery. So what's the opposite of a safe space when you're afraid of stuff? Which is leaning in and mastery.
Right.